The Olympics, should you boycott them? I don't know. Totally up to you. Hey, folks, my name is Andrew. Top Fitness Strategies. I am the face who runs the place. Fitness over 50. Feel better, look better, gain some confidence. That's what we're all about. Today's going to be a little bit different than the norm. I'm going to talk about the Olympics. That's right, the Summer Olympics specifically. If you're viewing this, whenever you're viewing this, the Summer Olympics in Paris have just started a couple days ago. I am a huge Olympic fan. I love the Olympics. Certain aspects of the Olympics, let me just say that. Not all the aspects of the Olympics, but I like the competition part of it especially. Now, my title was Boycotting the Olympics. And I say that because there's a lot of folks who I follow and I've talked to are totally boycotting the Olympics because of the opening ceremonies, which I will tell you I thought were horrible. The opening ceremonies of the Paris Olympics, and I'm quoting, you can quote me on this, horrible. Absolutely. The only good part, there's three good parts to me. One, Celine Dion at the end knocked it out of the park. She was great. Two, the laser light show from the Eiffel Tower, fantastic. And three, I love to watch the athletes. And here's what I love about the athletes, especially the ones that have the countries which have two or three or four, five competitors, something like that, a small amount of athletes from their country. The smiles on their faces during the opening ceremonies, the joy of representing their entire nation. The whole globe is watching those three, four, five, six individuals for their entire nation. That's great. Yeah, there's some countries out there like the U.S. has 500 plus athletes or something of that sort, which is great, fantastic. And you can't cover them all, unfortunately. I wish you could. NBC, you focus way too much on some of the big players. All right, come on, give some of the little guys some recognition, will you please? That's a whole another beef for me there. But the rest of the opening ceremonies, I didn't get it. I didn't understand why they're making it so controversial for everything. Why bother? Why do that? You're alienating so many people. I mean, this is about camaraderie, about coming together, not pushing apart, and which is exactly, in my opinion, what those opening ceremonies were all about. Why did you do some of that stuff? And if you, I'm not going to get into what it was, and if you've seen it or heard about it, you know what I'm talking about. If you didn't, don't bother. Have fun with the Olympics. I was debating putting this out here because there's a lot of folks out there, a lot of folks that I personally follow who say they are boycotting the entire Olympics. I don't not gonna take it that far because the athletes themselves had nothing to do with the opening ceremonies. It was and I'll say this: it was the people on the committee of the Paris Olympic Committee, whatever, thought that was a great idea to do that kind of stuff, which was silly in my opinion. So I said, you know what? Just for the athletic purposes of it, just for the athletes, I will continue watching because once again, I like the Olympics. I like the smaller sport in the Olympics. I'm not going to watch any basketball. Why? Because I don't think we should have the pros in there. It's a whole different story. I just it just boggles my mind why people want to see that. They see that all year long. Why watch it during the Olympics? Okay, it boggles my mind. Another part of the Olympics that I do not watch, and there's reasons behind this. I am not a fan of the gymnastics. Not because there's no athleticism, because those folks, the male and the female, are both highly, highly, highly athletic. No question about it. My issue with the gymnastics is it's not a competition, it's a popularity contest. You can debate me all you want. What it boils down to is who's more popular. Yeah, it's if you're not going against somebody in a head-to-head match, if you're having other people judge you based on whether they like you or not, which is what it boils down to. Again, you can debate me all you want. There's all kinds of bias involved with when you judge somebody else. All kinds. Same thing with diving. All kinds of judging going on. There's all kinds of bias going on. Don't like it? Don't agree with me? Have your own opinion. I don't care. I don't watch those things. And the same thing with the figure skating in the Winter Olympics. I don't watch that. I I, I get too mad at it being a popularity contest. You don't outrun anybody. You don't beat somebody to a finish line. You don't lift more weights than somebody. You're basically making yourself look better for the judges. That's all there is to it. That's all it is. And if you flub up a little bit, the judge is going to take down a point. If two people do the exact same thing, the judges are going to go with who's more popular. I will promise you that every time. Again, you can debate me all you want. That's my opinion. I'm sticking to it. When I say prove me wrong with that one, it's hard to prove me wrong. At least with the race, you know who comes in first based on the time or based on who crosses the finish line. Something you're lifting, who lifts more. Right? Those are easy to understand. Now, what do those all have to do with top fitness strategies? The word fitness basically is all there is to it. And I wanted to put this out there because this is the Olympic season, and yes, I watch it all. So there have to be some folks out there who are watching this who are past athletes, maybe not Olympians, but they're past athletes. I would love to hear your opinions on some of this. Are you boycotting it? Why are you boycotting it? Are you watching all the events? If you're not watching the events, why aren't you? What events are you watching? Today, I was watching the rowing. I think rowing is fantastic. And I know nothing about rowing, but I thought that was great. I was also watching the, was it off-road biking? I thought that was great today. I'm a big cyclist. I not personally, I don't cycle, but I love watching it. And so that I'll be glued to the television for that. NBC, the station, you're dropping the ball on this coverage. I'm telling you what, there is so much more to cover out there, and you're blowing it. So, I guess I'm all for the little guy. the little guy, the obscure sports, I think should get a little more recognition. You can tell me about ratings all you want. I don't agree with it. I think you're going to have just as many ratings with the little sports as you do with the big sports. If somebody wants to watch it, they're going to watch it. I don't think there's going to be that many people who tune in to watch basketball that wouldn't tune in to watch something else. I know a lot of folks, myself included, will not watch the basketball. I will turn away from the basketball because I don't want to watch it. Same thing with the gymnastics, as I said. There's reasons for me not wanting to do that or not wanting to watch it. And it has nothing to do with the athletes themselves. I think the athletes are fantastic, but it's a popularity contest. I beat that dead horse too much. I'm going to stop it here. So let me know. Give me your thoughts. What do you like the Olympics? You don't like the Olympics? Boycott? Not going to boycott? So do that, okay? And we'll come back for another video with the regularly scheduled programming. Okay, so until next time, my name is Andrew. I'm the face who runs the place, Top Fitness Strategies. Ciao.